At last I have control of your TV set. Are you receiving me?
Tell me about the whistles.
The whistles got woo!
Decoration, man. Just for decoration. That's it. And that's all, man. We do it for decoration.
And here we go.
Hey. What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Or Friday in your case, Mr. Gary. How are you today? Evening, Blakey. Mr. Gary, I got my DNA results back from my 23andMe testing, DNA testing. I am Northwestern European. Let me see if I can pull that up. Doing okay, brother. It's fine. Let's see. So, real quick, I'm going to show you. Didn't say Scottish, but it did say, let's see. It says my Ancestry Report. My composition is Northwestern European. Let's see if I can see that. You can see that. Well, I don't understand. This is supposed to be a high-def camera, and it's so blurry. I have to check my camera settings or something. But, yeah. So mostly French and German, actually. Scandinavian, British, and Irish. Greater London, United Kingdom, plus 19 regions, and broadly Northwestern European. So, and a little bit Eastern European, Hungary. So, yeah, we could be related. Could be. Who knows? The Blakes run deep. Manny, hey, yo, what's going on, Manny? As usual, I am running late. So one day I'm going to get my shit together and get on here early. But not tonight. So I'll have all my paints ready one day. And I'll be ready to go without having to stir up my paints and get everything ready during the stream. And we can just get right down to the painting. But again, that's not going to be tonight. Yeah, Mr. Gary, you got to do something similar. That'd be very interesting to see if I've got any relatives over there. Nothing popped up as far as DNA matches, as far as relatives in Europe. Did find some relatives in New Jersey, which was very interesting. So we'll see how that all pans out. So, Manny, how you doing tonight? How's your week going, brother? Let's make sure if you're in here, go back out and hit that like button for me. That will help me tremendously. Who else we got in here? I know we've got Manny and we've got Gary. I see a third hiding in here somewhere, wallowing in the shadows. Yeah, this is an ancestry search. So I did the DNA and ancestry. So I got a little bit of both, history on both. So yeah, got white done. Let's get the red. There he is. What's going on, Mayhem? Mayhem, I got tied up this afternoon. I didn't get to watch the rest of your stream. How'd it go? Your toy talk guy. Mayhem Madness. Damn, that's tight. Why is that? Oh man, can get that off. There we go. Nothing a little bit of brute force can't fix. Okay, let's mix them up. Like shit, he lives on the West Coast. The times got messed up. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough trying to schedule stuff with people in different time zones, man. I got a buddy in Australia that I've been trying to touch base with, but they're 12 hours difference, and like we have literally a tiny window that we can actually like kind of get to chat, and half the time I'm tied up and busy, and you know, so it's tough to get in touch with each other. All right, so let me get a couple more colors here. I got some new designs this week. I know that Mr. Peggy Dad is very much looking forward to seeing, and I'm very much looking forward to painting. So let's get it going here. Crimson Ducky, what's going on, brother? I am going to run solo for at least the first hour or so, because I do want to focus on a couple of these new designs that I'm painting tonight. And then when I get into the regular stuff, we'll see who's on and if we can get some new faces in the chat tonight. We'll see if Mayhem wants to join us or whomever. I'm definitely down for it. Where did my stick go? Come on. There we go. A little noise for you guys. It's blue. Yep, I thought so. The blue gets a film over the top that I have to poke off. All right. Go. Get rid of that skin. Blue. Ugh. Yeah, it happens. Can't wait to see new stuff. Yeah, man. I've been grinding heavy, very heavy, Mayhem. These shows in March, they're going to set me up for the rest of the summer on how I'm going to do business, I guess, for the rest of the summer. So these two shows in March are definitely going to be big for me. I'm very much looking forward to it. I've been invited to a couple other cons, like one out in Long Island, and I try to keep these within an hour's drive from me, because after that, anything over an hour, 2 hours, especially if it's a weekend show, then I got to get a room somewhere. If I got to get a room somewhere, that's eating into my money, right? That's eating into the money I would make at the show. So if I got to spend $200 at a hotel or whatever it is, then that's $200 worth of signs that I could have sold. So I try to stay as local as I can. Like, unless I'm going there for other business or, I'm comped a room or something, it ain't worth it for me to be traveling more than 2 hours. Gary Dad, Peggy Dad, Gary. Evening all. I think we've already gone through salutations, but never hurts. All right, so we got blue, red, white. I need red. Oh, I need green tonight, Gary. I need green. Right? We need green. Green's always is a blessing and a curse. Thank you, Mayhem. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you coming to hang out, man. Thank you. Thank you for being a friend. Where's my green stick? We'll use this as a green stick. Green actually is it's pretty good. Usually green separates and has a film, and there's some of the yellow separates and stuff. So it's actually in pretty good shape. All right, there we go. Green is good to go. Yes, get the green out. Get the green out. Come on, get the green. Go get it. All right, I got the green out. And the green's on my finger. It looks like I've been picking Shrek's boogers. Let's see. Oh, no good. Too many air bubbles. Here we go. If I ever need a place to crash, I want to show further south. Hey, man, I appreciate that, Crimson. Now, if it's Jersey, I don't like Jersey. I can handle Jersey. Like, I'll go up to Wayne. Wayne's an hour and like 10 minutes. So Cape May is like an hour. Like, I'm central, so I'm really central Jersey that I can get just about anywhere in the state within an hour to an hour and a half. Wayne kind of sucks because it is an hour and change away, and I do it 2 days in a row if I'm doing ToyCon. So, that's a lot of travel. But for ZoloCon, you're not allowed to set up on Saturday morning. You have to set up Friday night before the show. So that was passable for a sec. All right. Getting there, man. So the ZoloCon, I have to set up Friday night. So I'm not going to make 6 trips. I'm not going to go up Friday, do my setup, come back, because that's also an hour and change away. Set up, come back, Saturday, sell, come home, Sunday, go out, sell, and then come home again. That's 6 trips, and I'm just not doing that. So I am getting a room out at ZoloCon, just out of PA. So they had some pretty good rates out there for vendors and show people. So through the ZoloCon, ZoloCon had a block of rooms, so that actually helped out a bit. Yellow's done. All right, I think we're good. Got all of my main colors here. What am I missing? I'm not missing anything, right? All right. Yellow, blue, red, green, white. Those are the main colors of 90% of my signs. So let's get it on. Let's get the tip on. I'll put these to a side because we'll need them later. I'm certain of it. Got this cool little things. Anyone know what that is? This little chip right here. Anybody know what that little chip is? Stop basing your accent on my mom's Scottish. This accent is like Willie from The Simpsons. He is like Willie from The Simpsons. So this little chip, it is a communication wafer. Not communion wafer, communication, not a magnet. It is an NFC tag. So just to show you guys, I've gotten this little package of NFC tags. And NFC is near field communications. So you take your phone, hover over it, and as soon as you hover over it, it's going to take you to my Instagram. Or I can put an image on it, or I can put a discount code on it, or I could put "you've won a free sign" on it, or something like that, right? So all you do is take your phone, touch it, and boom, takes you to my Instagram. So see, I don't pay for the NFC cards. I thought about getting the business cards with the NFC in them. Not worth it, because 98% of people don't have NFC turned on their phones. You have to manually turn it on. It is not a background application. It has to be manually turned on. And 90% of people do not use NFC. I am one of those 98%. I don't. But for $10, I got 50 of these chips. And I said, I'm going to play with them, see what I can do. I'll put a couple on my table for people to touch if they want to try and join my Instagram. And I'm going to take note of how many people actually have NFC turned on their phones, because I'm on this debate with this Dot Cards. This Instagram company, Dot Cards, and they do NFC business cards. And I said, you have a nice idea, but nobody uses NFC. And and I've got a lot of comments and people arguing with me that they do use NFC and people do blah, blah, blah. And so what I want to do is at my show is I want to have everybody try to touch their phone to that chip and see if it actually works or if they have to turn NFC on. And I'm going to take note of that. And I'm going to go back to this Dot Cards and I say, see, nobody uses NFC. Because I know it's true. It's a great technology, but nobody leaves it on their phone. And unless it's on automatically, nobody is turning that on. It's also a security issue, If you have NFC on and people come by, they can, that's why people have those RFID blocking wallets, because nobody wants you to steal your stuff. Yes, you use it on your Nintendo Switch. That's what a lot of people use these NFC chips for. Is you can actually program amiibos on them. You can go online and get the amiibo code, and you can just program your amiibos on there. So you don't have to actually buy the amiibos. You just get the amiibo. So there's an awesome guy on Instagram. He's A Salty's Creations. He makes these gory, awesome, zombified amiibos, and he writes his own NFC chips and puts them in there. And so there's like zombified Ryu and zombified Kirby and stuff. Really, really cool stuff. Yeah, not a lot of people use NFC. Honestly, they don't. You have to turn it on. And if it's not turned on, how many people you try to talk to NFC and I used to have to do it when I wanted to like share directions with somebody and say, here, just touch your phone. If I want to share a picture with somebody, and I was like, here, just touch your phone to my phone. And they're like, what? How? How does this? What? I got to turn. No, this isn't working. And it was such a pain in the ass. So again, not worth it. All right. Let's get started, guys. We got some good stuff here. I'm just going to pull up my reference photos real quick. And we're going to go from here. You got a Ridge for that purpose. Never heard of NFC. Yeah, NFC in near field communications. And actually, some base phones like the Galaxy A series do not have NFC capabilities. So that's another one. All right. Yep, near field communications. So you just touch your phone to this, and it puts out a pulse, and then it'll direct you to wherever you need to go to. There it is. All right. So we've got red and green. Oh, it is black. Shit. I should have thought of that better. All right. Whatever. Yeah. Next time. So I'm going to redo these, Gary, I think, but it'll be fine. This is going to look fine. All right. Here we go. First up on the block, we've got Dr. Doom symbol. The Dr. Doom. I'm calling this the Dr. Doom Iron Cross. What's up, Casey? How you doing, brother? Calling this Dr. Doom Iron Cross. So we've got some reds and greens and blacks in there that need to go in here. This actually should all be black. So what I should have done is raised it up and had this inset, but I'll fill this in with black. I think that'll look actually just as nice. I did the same thing with the Drake because I didn't realize that I hollowed this out instead of raised it up. But again, this is going to look just fine. It's going to look awesome. Gary's going to love it. So here we go. Let's get started on this. This is going to be our first one. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on it so we can get the detail. All right, there. All right. And yeah, let's get it started here. Can we get them both side by side? Yes, we can. All right, there we go. Side by side. Can I get room in here? I got room in here. You gotta look at my big thumb. I'll zoom out just a smidge so my hand isn't taking up all the space there. All right. I hope everyone's having a great night. Yeah, man. Same here, Casey. How you doing? All right. Let's start with Zared. Hold on. There's my reference photo. Okay. Oh, a lot of black on this. Man, I was not thinking about this when I made it. It's not thinking clearly. That's okay. So we're going to do red here. Then red here. So red on all the outsides. I may remake these depending on how I like it. Oh, no red there. Why didn't you tell me, Gary, to stop? I got myself in a... I zoned out for a second. All right, now this outer ring gets red. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that when I was designing this, to keep the black raised. Just saves a lot of time. It makes it look cleaner, honestly, in my opinion. And now this ring gets red all the way around. All right, let's clean up that spot. I can get in there. I can. Good. Everything's a trial run, you know. These are the first versions, so second version maybe a little better. Always room for improvement. Oh, you got Thalog, Casey? I got one yesterday, but not for me. I picked up for my friend. I am very adamant I'm not picking up the Gargoyles line. I cannot go into another line of figures. So I have Goliath, but I don't care that much about Thalog. I will get Bronx because I want the folded wings for Goliath. That was very smart on NECA's part to do that. Very sneaky, but I'm gonna get Bronx, and that is it. I'm not getting Demona. I'm not getting Demona. I'm not getting any of the other ones. Calling it quits. Happy with Goliath. All right, there we go. Yeah, red, green, red would work, but I'm trying to stay true to my vision. Red here, red here, red here, here. Okay. There are no mistakes, only happy accidents. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. Everything is learning. Okay. What I really have to focus on, I have to do like a trial run during the week or something, is I have to work on my lighting in here. I mean, I got some ring lights figuring that it would be better, but it's just washing out. It's washing out my whole thing here. You know, kind of just washing out the whole thing. Let's see if can I shut this one off? That's better. I'm just going to leave that one off and leave this one on. Oh, that's cool blue. I don't like that cool. That's a little better, I guess. All right, that works. All right, now green, right? Let's see. thing I don't like about collecting is saying no to something only when I want it. Yes, you get FOMO. You get big FOMO, Casey. I'm the same way. If you got to get it now while the getting's good, because if you don't get it now and you want it later, you're going to pay out the nose for it. It's ridiculous anymore. You can't find anything. And even the things you want, like if you see it in stores, like I find things in stores that I already have, like some Ninja Turtles 2-packs. Like I have almost all of them, the movie 2-packs. And I still want to get them when I see them in stores because I'm just like, oh my God, I found this in store. Like I kind of want it. Because it's like, even though I have it, it's like, well, I found it. Yeah, I never find it. I never find these things. This is coming along very nicely, Gary. All right. And then we're going to come in here and do a little doomy doom. So yes, this is going to be very much a trial to see how green works in here and against the black. If I have to make any adjustments to the design. Both of my printers are down right now, unfortunately. So I got to focus on that during the week here. Between tomorrow and the weekend, I got to figure out what the heck is causing my bad prints to come out. Luckily, all of my orders are complete. I just need to paint a couple that I'm going to be doing tonight. But I don't owe anybody anything else. Gary. Yeah. This is all you, buddy. A lot of bubbles here we got to get rid of. Let's see if I can get them with this Q-tip. All right, that'll do, I think. Got a few bubbles here. See, that's why I need this other light, because this other light shows me all the bubbles. Yes. So it's a necessary evil right now. Shows me all the spots I missed. Tells me where to go. Oh yeah, a lot of bubbles here. Can't have bubbles. You've heard variations in heat can cause guff prints. Yes, so it could be variations in heat. I don't think so. It could be the filament that I'm using. It could be there's so many things that could go wrong with 3D printing. So it could be my fans. It could be my Bowden tubing. You know, the tubing that runs the filament sometimes dries out and causes the filament to dry. It could be bad filament. It could be, again, there's just a plethora of things that it could be. And I just have to go through them one by one, run a test print, see how it comes out, and make adjustments. And if it's not that, then I have to replace another piece. Luckily, I have a lot of replacement parts you stock up on over time. I don't know. What do you think, Gary? I'm going to fill the black in with black paint, but once these dry, I'm going to let this dry first and see how I like it, because I don't have a lot of black paint right now, and I'm just going to see how the green reacts, because as we all know, I don't like how the green dries per se. It has a different tendency than the other paints do. Different consistency. So we'll see how well this goes. The next print's going to be very fun. That should be very fun to do. It's another one for Mr. Peggy Dad that I was going to leave as a surprise for him. But I'm very bad keeping a secret, especially when it's like something I'm excited to make. All right, let's go here. All right, there we go. 2 down. Doom down. All right. There's some warm weather. Yeah, 70 degrees. Yeah, it was nice today. Today, I think we hit in the 60s, almost 60, I think it was. Definitely 50s, high 50s. Gary, Peggy only needs little walks, but you take her all over the countryside. I think the walks are more for you than her. All right. I think that's going to be good for now. Our Doom Cross, our Doom Iron Cross, I think. Let's get it out of the light there. I'll take some proper photos of it after it's settled. So tomorrow, this weekend. Oh, she stays at home. What figure excites me for this year so far? Ooh, that's a good question, Mayhem. I am excited for what's up, Briscoe? I am excited for any Spidey figures. Let's put it that way. I know that we're getting a Null figure. That's very exciting. I'm very excited to see what else is going to come out. There's supposedly a line going to be revealed in June, I think. So maybe sooner. We'll see. So, of course, I'm down for the Spidey figures overall. I would like, I'm trying to find me a Conan figure under like $200, but we'll see how that goes. Oh, this one's just red and white. Oh, that's going to be easy. Easy peasy. Here we go. Here's our next new design. So I'm going to do the first one white and red. And Gary, if you have a variant that you can tell me about, I will do that for the second one. Get it all in there. This is going to be a kind of like a made-to-order U.S. agent. I might make one. I might bring one or two to a show, but it's definitely not one I'm going to be keeping in stock. I just don't see it being something that people have a collection of John Walker figures. I mean, it fits with you. I mean, I guess if you have a big Cap collection, this would fit. But it's just not something I think I'm going to keep in rotation. But again, if anyone orders it, I will make it. I have a couple new Mutants that I'm going to print tonight, that I've printed, that I'm going to be painting tonight for a commission that was ordered. Just because, again, New Mutants isn't one that is particularly popular, so it's not something I really keep on hand. And then this. There you go. Looks good already. Let's see. It is a tough question. You just had to say Spidey. You know my take on that since I haven't been able to find the symbiote one yet. Yeah, man, I have a symbiote one waiting for me. My buddy picked one up for me at the Walmart. He's got a symbiote and 2 Ben Reilly Spideys. I said, if you ever see another symbiote, you get him for me. So the only other one I'm missing from that line at this point will be Hobgoblin. Can't find him anywhere. So I'm just happy I got myself a black Spidey, but I definitely want to get another one if I can, because he's hot. He's going to be another retro Spidey. So I definitely want to keep one of those on hand. Ariel. Pay attention here. Tight little spots. There we go. This looks really good. Really just comes together once the pink goes in it. I mean, I say it all the time. I never get tired of seeing how these turn out once the pink goes in them. Never. Because it just looks like a black. You can't see anything there. And then you do that, and it just comes to life. Yeah, I have not seen Ben Reilly in person, but my friend has 2 of them for me, so I'm going to get that pretty soon. Armored Spidey's very shiny. I actually wanted to have I tried inverting it for a variant. Oh, like, so this would be red and then white? Let's do it. What do you think? Are there any, I mean, I've seen black, right? I've seen a black. Oh, there's a blue and white. There's this where it's blue. The letters are blue. And oh, it's all white. So instead of black, it would be white outline and then blue letters with this stripe being white. So maybe I'll print one in white to see how that goes. Oh, here's a white and blue. And so instead of red, it's blue. We can do that. Instead of red, we have blue there. I think that's it kind of for variants. So should I do an inverted red and white, or should I do a white and a blue? What do you think, Gary? I leave it up to you, my friend. His colors are black, red, and white. Yeah. It's more submersive, but the blue sounds good. Yeah. I mean, I've seen the black. The black works too. I've seen it where it's just black and white or black and red. It looks like there's a variant cover for this one comic I'm looking at. And it is number 2, U.S. Agent number 2, where it is a blue and it's the same thing except it's blue instead of white. But you're right, there's no blue on his uniform, so why would I put blue in his in the title? Let's see. Dude, I had the Spidey wave pre-ordered through Entertainment Earth. When they pushed that back to May, I said, and then I started finding them in stores. I said, you know what? Forget it. Like, I canceled my pre-order because I couldn't just pre-order the one. I had the whole wave, the whole box, you know. And I said, forget it. I have almost all of these now personally. The only one I need now is Hobgoblin. Sure, I'll find that eventually. And if I don't, I'm really not that worried about it. I didn't really want Hobgoblin. I have so many goblins already. So I don't really need Hobgoblin. I only wanted Symbiote, Spidey, Hammerhead. I didn't even want Ben Reilly because I'm happy with the other Ben Reilly I have. But I got him because he's on New Buck. Black Suit Spidey, I'm actually okay with the Craven 2-pack Black Spidey. But again, I just got him because he was part of the package. You know, it's one of those things where you're already ordering 2 or 3 of the wave, and you're like, I might as well just get the whole set. So that's kind of where I was at with that. Agent is almost done. I decided just to keep it simple. I'm gonna do it traditional colors here. Another one traditional, because the spare I will take with me to the shows if nobody orders it, which I can't imagine anybody ordering it. But I'll put it up next to the cap signs and see if it goes. Might as well. Black, black, and black on a red print. Oh, that could work too. I could do a red print. Again, once I get my printers up and running, I do have to do a run of red anyway. I have to do some Hot Wheels and a couple of more Marvels, and I really want to do a Nintendo sign, I think, before the shows. So I can definitely do a run of US Agent on a red print. You know what? I missed a spot. I didn't realize it. It's just so narrow. Right there. It's a very narrow spot, but it does make all the difference once it's filled in. And I would have noticed it when I go to finish it with the lacquer. And, oh, almost forgot this row right here. Do I have enough in here without being full of bubbles? Yeah, I do. I made it. We made it. We made it, Jim. Oh, we're bleeding into the white. All right. Cool beans. So there's US Agent. Bubble there to pop. There we go. Oh, we got some bubbles here. All right. And I see another bubble here. Man, we got Bubble City tonight. That's good. Little one here. Come on, there goes. Here. There we go. All righty. Cool. Let's go put them up to dry. These are going to look so good. But yeah, let me see. Where are they? They are... Where did I put them? There's Doom. Here they are. I haven't opened them yet because I don't have room for them yet. But again, I'm happy with the shocker too. Like I was happy. I have the other shocker, so I'm okay with the other shocker. With this, like having the old shocker, I don't need the new one. But this guy's cool. He's all right. But I'm okay with the other one, right? So I didn't necessarily want him. Hammerhead I definitely wanted because I only have the head that came with the chameleon. So smudge up the top one on the E. Let me go back and look now. Agent. Oh yeah, that's fine. I fix it. Just a little smudge of paint. So yeah, so Hammerhead was cool because I only have the extra head that came with the chameleon, and I like the chameleon. But this guy, I wanted two of him because I actually was going to repaint the chrome with the super chrome, with the super shiny chrome that I use for my Orin amulets. With this silver, right? Because this is really silver. So I was gonna use this on repaint it, but then I got him, and he is super shiny. I mean, you know, let's open him up real quick. He is just. Where's my knife? Live unboxing. See, I'm not thrilled about Hammerhead, but again, I got him because I wanted a dedicated Hammerhead. Let's see if that worked. I hate opening these retro cards. Like, I know I'm just going to throw the box out but for some reason, I just really like to be careful opening them, and like if I want to keep the box, I don't want to keep the box. I don't know why I fight it. Because I know I'm not gonna keep the box. I'm gonna open him and I'm gonna put him on my shelf. That's gonna be the end of it. There you go. Dude, I love this guy. Look at him. He's great. There we go. We got extra hands. Got web hands. Got this. This is cool. I like web effects. That's pretty neat. So we've got 2 web effects. I'm gonna toss that in here. He's like a Dick Tracy. Absolutely. I agree with you, Mayhem. Yes. So these are cool. I mean, again, I don't really know what you're supposed to do with them. With the, you throw them on another figure, maybe with some sticky tack or something. Like the other Velocity suit came with a web that you put over the face of a figure, and the other one had like a web skirt that you put over the shoulders of a figure, which is cool. These, I don't really know. I mean, they're pretty cool. I guess you can use them for, some corner decoration or something if you're posing him, or like on his arms or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, the buck is nice. No butterfly joints though. That's a disappointment. I mean, you got a new buck, you got pinless, it's pinless, but no butterfly joints is a big miss in my opinion. We do have the ab crunch here. No double ab crunch. Oh, is it double ab? No double ab crunch. Not like the retro Spidey. Where's he? Where's my retro Spidey? Oh, he's up there. I'm not trying to dig him out of that pile, so that's fine. He can stay there. But yeah, no double ab crunch. So it's not like the retro. It's not the retro buck. It's a beefy buck, but it's not the retro buck. It's the Webman. So if you've got Webman, does Webman have? I think Webman has butterfly. Yeah, Webman has butterfly joints. So it's not even Webman. Even New 2099 has butterfly joints. Yeah. So this there you are. Yes, that's the NJ Tree. I was just mentioning you that you have the other figures. So let me know when it works for you, brother, and we'll try to meet up again. I was going to message you before the stream here, but he's super shiny. So I'm very pleased with the level of shine on him that I don't need to repaint it. Like I don't, look at the back. That's so super shiny. Look at the reflection on that. Dick Tracy would look cool, Mayhem. I just need someone to commission it because that is definitely not something that I'm just making to make. I'm a little disappointed he doesn't have butterfly joints and he doesn't have a double ab crunch. But again, I'm just happy to have this figure because Armored Spidey is definitely one that I've been wanting. His eyes are not as black as the black on his suit. The eyes are very matte, are very lighter color black. I have to figure out this camera and wonder why it's so blurry, but you get the gist. All right, let's go back. Nobody talked to NJ Tree about picking up my black suit Spider-Man and Ben Reilly. They're mine. A lot of good detail though. I mean, honestly, like the web lines go up. The texture, like he's got like that it's got a nice textured body, like the pattern, I should say. Cool figure. Definitely can't wait to put him up on my shelf. Kind of, let's do a test real quick. I'm gonna take my shiny silver here. Okay. Let's just do just a dab and see. Let's see the difference. And if it's good, I may have to get another one to paint. I'm going to do it in an inconspicuous spot. So I'm going to do this spot. So there's actually a scuff right here anyway. There's a scuff right here on this square. So let's see how this stuff looks. Actually, almost the same. It's almost the same. Oh yeah, dude. Like if I, wow, that's how shiny it is. You can't tell the difference. You cannot tell the difference. This is perfect. Okay, cool. You really can't. I mean, honestly, that's interesting. All right. There you go. So no need to get another one to paint. Gary, I'll take you up on that offer, my friend. I will definitely take you up on that. You can wait until Baron Zemo comes in, and then send it all together. It's fine. All right, cool, guys. Let's get back to painting. All right. Let's see here. Mayhem, what are you up to, my friend? You want to chill for a bit? Send you a link. Yeah, that's what I figured with Nemo. I want Hobgoblin. I don't have Hobgoblin yet. You took the only Hobgoblin. So no, I don't have Hobgoblin. I want Hobgoblin. But you took it. Took the only one. That's okay, dude. He'll turn up. I'm sure he'll turn up. I'm not worried about Hobgoblin. I have a lot of goblins, so I'm not too worried about getting him or not getting him. So I was saying just before you joined, I said, you know what? Like, I didn't care too much about Ben Reilly because I have the other Ben Reilly, and I didn't care too much about Shocker because I already have the other Shocker, but I just got it because I know you need it. It's fine. But I got them because why not just have the whole wave, have the whole set, you know? So, all right, let's see. Why have they gone backwards with the Hobgoblin? I don't know why they did that. It's weird. Where's my Instagram? I just opened it. Hold on. Oh, here it comes. All right. So next up, we're going to paint New Mutants. These are part of a commission. I wanted to paint them earlier this week, and I just got tied up with other things. So we're just going to go from here. Let's go to Mayhem Madness. Mayhem. There you are. Send this link. Message you. Oh, you're busy? You're editing? All right, well, whatever. I'm still going to send you a link. If you want to join, you join. All right, let's go here. And let's do some New Mutants. Let's get some more red in the syringe. Fill her up. Okay. Very good. Did you guys see they're rebooting Futurama, but they couldn't get negotiations to get the voice actor for Bender back? So now everybody's freaking out and they're saying that no one's going to watch the show if they can't get Bender back. I was never too big of a fan of Futurama, honestly. It's a funny show, but it's not a show that I watched religiously. Like all those Matt Groening shows, I never really got too into. Like The Simpsons, I was into up until I don't even remember. At some point, I just stopped watching The Simpsons, and then And then Futurama, I watched a few episodes of, and like never really got into it. And then they did that show on Netflix or where, or Hulu, whatever, with the knights and the medieval type setting. Looked pretty cool, but I never got into it. So yeah. Just like what's the other one? The Rick and Morty guys. You know, he did that other show, Solar Opposites, on Hulu, and I never really got into that either. I love Rick and Morty, but didn't really give Solar Opposites that much of a try. My friend worked on Solar Opposites, and I went to high school with. He actually worked at Rovio, Angry Birds company, and he did all the designs for the Angry Birds Star Wars series. So it was pretty cool that I knew the guy who did that. Simpsons, yeah, Simpsons stopped being good about 15 years ago. Seriously. Yeah, it's been a good 15 years since I watched Simpsons. Another one I fell out of was South Park, and I really liked South Park, but again, it's just something that I just stopped watching one day and I never went back to. And I'll catch an episode here and there, and it's still funny in its own right, but it just never, I don't know, something happened at some point where I just stopped watching it. And it's still funny. It's still relevant because they do the show so, their time crunch is so tight with the shows because they want to be as relevant as they can to current events. So that's what's really cool about South Park. That's always relevant. It's always current. But again, just something I don't know what happened. Just I stopped watching TV and, finding better things to do with my time. I guess that's what it comes down to. Whether it's video games or family or work or just life in general, they just give up. Something's got to give. You hated South Park. I never thought it was funny, but your girl loves it. I always thought South Park was funny. It's just, again, you fall out of it over time. I want to get my daughters into like the old school stuff, like Speed Racer, right? I loved Speed Racer as a kid. Even like Lassie. I like for them to watch Lassie. The kids have the attention, all kids, they just have the terrible attention span. So like, I don't think they would get into Lassie. They liked Speed Racer for a minute, but we didn't follow through with it and we didn't keep watching it. We watched like 2 episodes and then we were on to something else. My one daughter loves I Love Lucy, though. That's pretty cool. Because my wife was watching it, and my younger daughter, she's 5, and she caught on to it. Like, she picked it up real quick and like cracks up at it. So she'll just go and put on Hulu and put on I Love Lucy by herself and watch it. I love that. And I think that's what gives her part of her humor and personality. She's funny. She's a funny kid. These are already better than the New Mutants movie was. I did not watch the New Mutants movie just because I heard it was so bad. I never watched it. This was a commission last year. Somebody commissioned for their collection because they built the New Mutants team before the movie. Actually, just the comic team. They built the team, and they needed a sign for their collection. So I said, I'll oblige, so I made the New Mutant sign. I've only sold maybe 4 of these, I think. Not many at all. But then I got a commission last week for one. And I thought I had one lingering around somewhere. already done, but I didn't. So I said, all right, you know what, I'll make it. And I wanted to paint it during the week so I could get it out to him this week. But again, just life gets in the way sometimes. That's why I always tell people, it's going to be at least a week turnaround. I usually say 10 to 14 days, unless I have it in stock. I have a lot of stuff in stock though right now for the shows. It's funny because even though if I sell something that, if somebody wants something that I have in stock, I print another one to replenish my stock because I really want to be prepared for these shows. All right. So the reds are done. That's good. A little bubble there. Good. Now the yellow. Save yourself the time. I'll just fast forward to subtitles on. Still shit. So, oh yeah, my kids love Pee-wee's Playhouse. Yes, Briscoe, I do. We have gotten them into Pee-wee's Playhouse. They do watch that as well, so that is good. Yes, thank you for reminding me. I did get them into that. Parenting done right. So New Mutants was garbage. Did you guys watch Dark Phoenix? Because that movie had potential to be good, and it was not good. And it was over before I knew it. What was it, like an hour and 10 minutes? I mean, Jesus. I was watching a movie, and then all of a sudden it's like credits rolling. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, Dark Phoenix. I'm very interested to see how Disney is going to remodel the X-Men and bring them even into the MCU would be amazing. Very excited to see how that's going to pan out. Very excited for the new X-Men, the reboot cartoon. That's fun to watch on Disney Plus. The old ones. Great show. Is Gargoyles on Disney Plus? I forget. I think it is. Is Tailspin on Disney Plus? I gotta look. They have to have the Disney Afternoon on there, right? You never watched Pee-wee? You know what? Peggy Dad Gary, he's in Scotland. I think it's a different thing over there. They probably have their version of Pee-wee Herman. It's like Pee-wee McHerman or something. Or O'Doherty. Pee-wee O'Doherty. Flanagan. Seamus McFlanagan. O'Doherty. I'm wondering how many stereotypical names I can come up with before Gary starts yelling at his computer and just rage quits and leaves for the night and just says, screw you, Damien. See? Rent-A-Ghost. No idea who Rent-A-Ghost is. No clue whatsoever. Rent-A-Ghost. The hell is Rent-A-Ghost? Is it a kids show? It's a Scottish kids show? Rent-A-Ghost? Where's my little tweezers? No, not there. Here they are. I see you there. Get rid of these bubbles. Aha. YouTube it. I will have to YouTube it. They're all Irish, so I'm fine. What's a traditional Scottish name? It's not O'Doherty or... I guess there's no O's or mix in Wallace. William Wallace, right? There you go. So that's a traditional, I guess. All the mix are Irish. and the O's in the mix. What the hell? Where'd that paint come from? I get mystery paint on my hands sometimes, and I feel my fingers stick together, and I say, where the hell did that come from? All right. What's this? Bubble? Oh, it's not a bubble. What is that? That's not cool. Get out of there. It's a little piece of filament, looks like. Got stuck in there. I think I got it. Ace cartoons were the best. Danger Mouse. I love Danger Mouse. I like Danger Mouse. I liked Courageous Cat. You guys know Courageous Cat? And what was Courageous Cat's mouse's friend, mouse buddy? It was Courageous Cat and God, I can't think of it now. He's the one that started with the frog, though. The frog. That was the gangster frog. Was from that show. Courageous Cat. Mac or Mick is interchangeable Scottish because of all the Irish immigrants. Okay, all right. Learn something new every day. Knowing is half the battle. Got too low. Now we got bubble problems. Oh yeah, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, because Ninja was bad. Frady Cat, Raccoons, Ulysses 31 Cities of Gold. All right. All things we have to Google now. Cultural diversity. We're learning about the Scottish shows. You're learning about the American shows. None of us are going to watch them, but it's good to know. Oh man, look at all those bubbles. I'm just going to wipe this out. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. Boom, 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 and done. Ding dong. Okay. I think that's good. Any more anomalies? Yes, I see one right here. Where's my tweezers? Okay. Any more bubbles? Do we see any more bubbles, guys? I don't see any more bubbles. Oh, I do right here. Got it. I used to try to pop the bubbles with that little pointy thing, and now I'm just finding that if I just use tweezers and just pluck the bubbles out, that seems to work a lot better. All right, cool. Let's go get these over to dry. And on to the next. Well, the sun, I know sun is always like, that's like Smith, right? Smith means you were a blacksmith, or son meant you were Robert's son or Michael's son. I always knew that. Erickson, Eric's son. Oh, Mac is son of. Oh, okay. See, now that I didn't know. I read the rest of your sentence. So MacGregor would mean the son of Gregor, son of Greg, or whomever. Oh, it's pretty cool to know. A little tidbit of knowledge. All right, we're going to outline these guys. I'm just going to give them a base coat so I can silver them. These are very fun. The other one came out beautifully. If you saw that on my what is it? The reel the other day, the reel that I made. Do I have it handy? I don't have it handy. I'll find it though. Oh yeah. They can't have the show cops on right now. All cops are canceled, cartoon included. All right. Let me see if I can find that. Oh, here it is. There you go. So that's what it looks like with the business. After I put the business to it, you get the silver. I did the black outline. So yeah, very, very nice. Super chrome, very shiny. So that's what we're going to do here. We're just going to give a very light base coat of white for the silver to have something to stick to. And that way I can silver them out. I'm just going to do one at a time here. Nothing crazy. Again, just very quickly going through and just getting a base layer of white in here to fill in all the little gaps and give the silver something to stick to. Next ones, I might not do the black outline. I might just keep them all silver. We'll see. Now that I have a base version to look at with the black outline, I have a control to look at and see if I want to move forward with doing more with the same. There we go. Gary, how's your other shield doing in the shop? Any word yet? Any response on timeline, or is it feasible? They're able to do what you need done. Oh, and you better get Lindsay a pair of gold captain shields earrings with a diamond star in the center. Or just 5 little tiny diamonds to make a star. tell you, this is to do the outline, just to do the very light base coat of the white is sometimes worse than just painting the whole sign. If I do it too thick, it takes too long to cure, and it just takes too long to cure, and it could buckle when I put the silver on it. So I just want a thin coat just to fill in all the little gaps here. That's it. A couple ideas, guys, can maybe have a look. I need the star removed, but that's what I mean. It's recessed. I don't know. Oh yeah, well, you have to live with it then. It's a gift from the lady. You'll live with it. Just go get yourself another one then that's more accurate. Well, babe, I love yours, but this one's more accurate. There we go. Okay, so that's one. All right. I packed almost 5 pounds of signs the past couple of days. It's been very busy. There you go. 3rd anniversary. Better get her something that goes on her finger for her 3rd anniversary. 3rd anniversary. What are you waiting for? I think you know by now. Unless you're both under this agreement that, you don't need a ring to vow for your love to each other. Which is fine. I always said if God forbid anything ever happened between me and my wife, I would never get married again. Ever. What do you have to say? I'm going to tell you, said that she slagged me rotten for suggesting I place her stuff much lighter than mine. Yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, yeah, I know, dude. I know. Those aluminum signs are crazy. But considering each one of these signs weighs 2 to maybe 3 ounces, that means 8 of them is a pound, right? No, then I did a lot more than that. 8 of them is a pound. Maybe I did 10 pounds. I don't know. I did a lot of. I have 2 full boxes right now. Boxes full of signs that I've packed past couple days. Definitely more than 40. I'll tell you that. So my next step here after, now that they're all packaged, well, not all, but as they're packaged, is I got to categorize and inventory them. I want to inventory them. So that way, as they're sold at the shows, I can keep better track than just writing it down on a piece of paper as to what sold and what didn't. So I know what to replenish, what's the big sellers for the next shows. Also, I want to start my e-commerce site up, and I will be putting inventory on that. So if it's in stock, I can ship it right away. And if not, it's going to be a turnaround time for me to have it prepared and shipped. Get in there. There. Oh, tight. Yeah, I'll get the box in a second. You'll see it's friggin' a lot of signs. I've been busy. I still have 2 or 3 stacks that I have to pack. I have to clean up and outline and pack them up. I like what you said the one time about bread racks. I like that idea. I think that was you that was talking about me about it. Somebody said look into like bread racks to stack all my stuff on for it to dry. I thought that was a pretty damn good idea. All right, cool. That Silver Hawks is done. Yeah, one more to go. This week also, after I get my printers up and running, I got to focus on making my webs and tendrils for the show. Because in the last show, I almost sold out of them. And I just had a couple requests for them already. So I sent the last couple that I had out. So I definitely need to get rolling on making more tendrils and webs. I kind of got out of the web game. I stopped making webs for a while because I've seen other people making what I consider better webs at a cheaper price point. But then people started requesting my webs because they liked mine better, I guess. So I said, okay, well, I got to get back on the web game, I guess. The other guys that I've seen, they just use white wire, but I use a cloth covered wire, so it actually has a matte, like stringy look. So maybe that's the deciding factor there, that people like more. It has a more organic webbing look. It's not shiny white wire. Get out. It's like my buddy J-Shot 820 told me one time. Anytime you think you're doing something that somebody else is already doing, just take a walk down the bread aisle. And I said, what the hell is that supposed to mean? And he said, look how many different kinds of bread there are. Everybody makes bread. And everybody sells bread. Every bread's a little bit different. And each bread is for somebody else. So if you think you're already making a bread that someone else is making, you're not. And your bread might be better than someone else's. Someone else might like your bread more than someone else's. I said, well, shit, that's a fantastic metaphor. And it's really stuck in my head, man. So I'm going to get back into the web game. And Damien Wide Web. Yep. Hey, what's up, Mike D? There he is. Mike D in the house. All right. Next, let's do... Holy crap. Oh, let's do these since I have a green out. And I'm going to do some in white because those became wildly popular. In fact, I'm going to have to make more and do them in white because so many people want the white. I'm going to do 3 more white and 5 green. How's that? The white is definitely a little bit easier to make because I don't have to be too careful with it and can just kind of slop it in there and then wipe it all off after it's done. Just make sure it's all evenly coated. That's the trick here. I think Ninja Turtles is number 3, if I'm not mistaken, of my most popular signs. Might be number 4. It's definitely top 5, I'll tell you that. Number 1 is X-Men, without a doubt. Number 2, I'm pretty sure Spider-Man. And I don't recall what the other ones. I have it all on a spreadsheet, actually. I keep track of all my signs and how many have sold, so that I can do those kind of stats and understand what sells and what doesn't. I have a really cool variant of the turtle sign made by Ace TPA. He did it in bones, like Halloween style, and it looks really, really good. And I've been meaning to print it. I just have not had the time. He sent me the file. I just have not had a chance to put it out. But I definitely want to do that because I think those are going to look really cool too, especially with the Universal Monsters turtles that are coming out, and the people that like the old school Playmates, Halloween turtles. There we go. Let me refill on the white. Get this little piece of fuzz out of there. And then while I'm at it, yeah, man, I should do a Hero Turtles. You're right, Gary. I should. That's actually not a bad idea, Gary. Hero Turtles. I think I'm gonna do that. That's a nice little variant to offer people. I really want to do the movie sign too. That's just going to be that's going to be a big sign to do. It's going to be a pain in my ass. That's why I haven't done it yet, because it's so big. I got to try. I got to come out of the comfort zone. Not a comfort zone. I try to keep my signs in the $20 to $25 range. There are other people out doing these, and they do them for a lot cheaper. But again, they're not painting them; they're just 3D printing them. And you can see the print lines, and they're fine. They're nice. Again, I have nothing against them, but it's just, again, it's a different quality product, which is fine. But I'm still trying to keep it within the $20 to $25 range, and to make it worth my time to do something that big of the turtle sign, I have to at least do it at 25. Ghost Rider, I was starting it at 25, and that gradient version I was going to do for 30. But I just couldn't. I just feel like, damn, I want to try to keep it in the 20 to 25 range. So I've actually lowered the price, and it's one of those things: know your value, know your worth, right? And I do, but at the same time, I also have to keep myself in a price point, a competitive price point that collectors are willing to pay for. So it's a very fine line between your value and the product that you're selling. And yes, there are people that will pay that kind of money, but the people that'll pay $30 to $35 for a sign like this, especially after they get one and they see the quality and they say, "Oh wow, yeah, you're undercutting yourself." But at the same time, there's a lot more people out there that want to pay a lot less than even $20 for these. One guy at one show asked me how much they were, and I said they range from $20 to $25. And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry." He goes, "I don't want to insult you with what I would pay for one of these." I was like, "Really?" What would you pay? Like, what do you think they are? They're not mass produced. They're not made in a factory. I'm not reselling these. I'm not ordering them from China. I'm literally hand painting every single one of these. I am designing, printing, and painting every one of these by myself in my office. So, hey, Mario, what's going on, dude? Let me catch up here. After Turtles, you want some company, shoot me a link. Yeah, Crimson, let me see. It is a thing. Yeah, I've had a lot of people that want this white one. A Gradient Ghost Rider Flame. I did a Gradient Ghost Rider. Oh, the blue one, Gary? I could do blue. Blue to white would look pretty cool. I could do blue to white. And maybe I'll do that next. I have a couple Ghost Riders here tonight. I actually took the one I did last week in the glow in the dark with the white that didn't glow in the dark, and I just sprayed over it, and I made that another orange to yellow gradient because I actually sold the other orange to yellow gradient. And I was like, oh, I kind of want another one to have in my stock. So I just sprayed another one to have it. You know what I didn't do on that other one? Hold on. Did I get all the spots here? All right. Just wipe that one down. Yeah, I could definitely do a blue one. That would look cool. What are you oofing, Mike D? Any bubbles on this one? Don't think so. Also, I really love doing these Ninja Turtles because I print them on my resin printer, and I don't have to do any kind of sealing on them. They're ready for paint like as soon as they're printed. After they're printed and cured, they're ready to go. Super duper easy to go forward on. Oh, the price. Yeah, the price thing. Hey, it is, Clint. Oh, yeah? Good to know, Clint. I'll have to look. I'm going to get into that mix now, Mythic Legions. I just talked Clint into picking up the goblins off the website. I got to show you, Clint. Hang out for a second after I do this Turtles. I want to show you the skeleton, dude. So don't leave yet. I know you only came here to see if Rocco was here. He's not. But hang out for a minute. Problem with them are they in stock on Big Bad Toy Store, Clint, or are they like pre-order? Because on Big Bad, we'll be waiting 3 years for these friggin' figures. I wonder if anybody got their Sergeant Slaughter from Big Bad yet. I canceled mine. Yeah, that price guy was annoying. I want to insult you with what I'd pay for one of these. Like, really? You're at a toy show, dude. What did you think? What did you think you were doing, idiot? All right, let me just fix this one. All right. Clint, you still here? Look at this thing. In stock. Nice. All right. We will go shopping. Maybe we'll shop together so that we can save on shipping. All right, check this guy out, dude. He's freaking awesome. Hold on. Again, my only qualm with this guy is I wish his jaw opened. But for $25, look at this shit. So this is the Mythic Legion's reinforcement skeleton that they came out. Yeah, Mayhem, that black and white TMNT is definitely the nice variant. Let me wipe my hands, make sure I don't have any paint on them. check this guy out. Let me zoom out a little bit more. So the detail, right, is just fantastic. This is all like rubbery. And I mean, he's got, foot articulation. His knees are not double jointed. He doesn't have double knees or double elbows, but the range of motion is still very admirable. Right? So, this comes out. He didn't come with any different hands, but you've got your regular elbow pivot. Then you have a wrist pivot, and then you have a forearm pivot, and then you have a wrist pivot, and it goes in and out as well. So that kind of makes up for only having a single elbow. This goes underneath. There's a pauldron. Where's my other pauldron? Here it is. So he comes without these. They pop off. They go into a hole in the back, and they have these little pegs here. So this is how he comes normally. And you'd think you get too high and you can't lift up his arm, but look, this actually lifts up to go over his armor, right? So that's so good. These are Mythic Legions. I've not been watching Peacemaker. I started it. I started the first episode. I got about 10 minutes in, and I had to go. I had to turn it off because I had other things to do. But the first 10 minutes were really good, Peacemaker. So again, my only caveat is I wish the jaw opened on this guy. So, but yeah, I mean, just the fact that this armor is flexible and it goes over the shoulder when you want to move, when you want to like lift his arm up, that's fantastic. The skirt looks static, looks hard, but it's all very pliable and plastic. You can get a really good range of motion on him. I mean, you can do the splits, right? The hip is good. And then when you want to put these pauldrons on, you just pop them in. They snap into the back, right? And then you can put the other one in. So, I mean, you get a handful of these guys. You can customize them, have one with one pauldron, one with two pauldrons or none, right? So he'll look like that, right? And then, again, you've got your knees. You've got a twist at the knee as well, right? Mythic Legions, yep. He's got a belt. So the belt can go around the waist, but I think it's meant to go around his shoulders. And that belt holds a full-size broadsword. It's got a full-size broadsword that goes into this little slip, this little sleeve here on this belt, right? So that's cool. And then he's got a dagger as well. I somehow got a little dab of red paint on, which is fine. I can fix that. So I got a dagger. I'm a fan of the single pauldron as well. I actually had him like this. I just had single pauldron on one arm. This is how I had him before. And then the axe, right? So the axe is cool because the axe has a spike, right? But it also came with another axe head. So you can actually take this spike off and now have a double-headed, double-sided axe, battle axe. And the bottom peg comes off too, right? So you can put the other peg on if you wanted, the spike instead of the pommel, right? Very customizable. For a $25 figure, this is, I mean, they've thought of everything. Really. They really have thought of everything for $25. I am so pleased. This is like the best $25 figure like I think I've ever bought. It's so good. The articulation's great. The detail is phenomenal. Again, just a all around really, really good figure. Fits into just about anything that you're into. Like it's you don't have to have Mythic Legions. This is just a cool figure. You can just put him on your shelf. Like you can, if you've got other figures, he could be a warrior, enemy. You know, you can have him fight against other things. You can customize. There's a whole bunch of people. The customized weapon's really cool, right? That's what I was telling you. The fact that you can actually take this peg off and then and launch it across the desk, and then make it a battle axe, a double-sided axe, that's so friggin' cool, man. That's really next level thinking. And the accessories, this sword is gorgeous. I got some red paint on this one too. But I mean, the sword is just gorgeous. Fits in his hand beautifully. Right? I mean, it's a huge sword. You can probably double hand this. You could probably like Lion-O sword this. I think the Mythic Legions team sells just accessories, and if they do, I would buy a set of weapons because these weapons are just fantastic. They're so good, honestly. So can't wait for the goblins to come that we ordered. So that's going to be really exciting to see the goblins. But I wanted you to see this since you can't see it in person yet. I wanted you to see, this a little video of it at least. You can see how cool this friggin' figure is. Big fan. A bastard sword, hand and a half. Says Crimson Ducky. Yes. It is hand and a half, actually. I can fit 2 hands on it if I wanted to, though. Yeah, very, very cool. Very nice figure. Very pleased with him. So I might put the strap on him too at a later time. Haven't posed him. He's just sitting on my desk right now, taking up space, getting in the way. So I had to throw him up here for now. But for $25, you can't go wrong with that figure at all. Absolutely not. I wish I had bought more of them, honestly. An army builder. That's what they're for. Some people bought like 15 of those freaking things. It's crazy. Let's catch up. I think they do go with Legends. They go with anything fantasy involved. Exactly. Yep. Cosmic Legions. Yes, I'm actually really excited for Cosmic Legions too. Like I don't want to go down that rabbit hole though. That's what she said. Yep. All right. Let's get the rest of these turtles painted. We're going to go traditional on these. Again, not too worried about these because these actually get painted white afterwards. Every time I do signs, I learn different ways of doing them to be more efficient and not have to worry about too much. Find out what works, what doesn't work, what to do, what not to do. Okay, there's one. I have to get cracking on my Master of the Universe signs too. I have them, most of them painted blue, but I have to do the gradients on them, and then I still have to paint the reds on them and then outline them. Masters is another pain in the ass sign. Go. Just wipe those down real quick. What's up, Sam? You didn't miss too much. I did a new Dr. Doom sign. I did a new U.S. agent sign. I did a couple of that's interesting. I did a couple of New Mutants signs. And it's very interesting. Where'd that come from? What else did I do? New Mutants and some Ninja Turtles and some Silverhawks. So you didn't really miss much. I'll show off the Doom signs in a minute. So you can see those. El Doctor Doom. My buddy messaged me yesterday. He was in, I think he was in a Target or something, and I think he was in the mall, and he found Mego figures of Young Frankenstein, and it was the monster and Dr. Frankenstein. And they looked good. Like, I'm not into Mego figures or Mego figures because I don't like the body style. They just look like dolls, you know? But the face sculpts looked actually really, really good. And I said, honestly, if they had another 2-pack of Frau and Igor, I would be pretty tempted to pick those up because they looked really cool. I love Young Frankenstein. And he stayed up for those. There, now you can go to bed, Gary. That's why I did them first. I did them first so that if you wanted to go to bed, you didn't have to stay up for anything else. Because it's what? It's 2 a.m. there now? Almost 3, I think. You got 10. You're finally good, Mike. 10 bats. See 9 watching, but only 5 likes, people. Yeah, man, get in there. Go sign. Go like the stream if you haven't. Go smash that like button. We got 430 people in here right now. All right, made a mess of this one. Just cleaning it up. Yeah, that Ninja Turtle, this is much better doing it this way. Watching the Olympics. Who's watching? No one watches the Olympics. All right, Mayhem, man. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Yeah, next time, man, come hang out. Definitely. Inhumanoids or supernaturals? I have not, Briscoe. I have not. Not to say I wouldn't, but it's not something that has yet been commissioned. 90% of the things that I make have been commissioned at one point or another, just because I don't want to waste my time in designing and printing and painting something that might not sell, right? And many times it doesn't sell. I sit on a lot of designs for a long time, like New Mutants. I made a few of those and I sat on forever. Gray X-Men, for whatever reason, nobody wanted Gray X-Men. And then at another show, somebody bought all my Gray X-Men, not somebody, but, multiple people. So I sold out of Gray X-Men. It's really random for the show and the time. You never know what's going to sell and what doesn't. I made Jaws as a commission for somebody that wanted that has a horror collection. And I made Jaws. Right. And, I think I've told this story 100 times. And I was like, no one's going to buy Jaws, but let me, I always make a couple of them when I make a sign. And I took it to a show and I had 3 of them and all 3 of them sold at the show. I couldn't believe it. And now I take a couple of Jaws with me at every show, and every show somebody buys a Jaws. It's a sleeper hit. Can't believe it. But you never know what's going to sell and what's not going to sell. My printers are down right now. If you guys are just joining me, both of my printers are currently out of commission. I have to fix them tomorrow, hopefully. I'm going to work on them because I do have other signs I want to make. I have to make some Hot Wheels. I have to make some more Marvel signs in red. I want to make a Nintendo sign. I want to do My Hero Academia, or however you pronounce it. And I really want to push and try to get some Mythic Legion signs out at some point. I got to finish the design for Mythic Legions, and I want to do some of the factions symbols. I think that those are going to be very popular. So I got a lot of work to do, and I only have 3 weeks left to go before the shows. Well, before the first show, Zolocon, then I'll have a break for a couple weeks in between to replenish any stock. Yeah, I have one. Sam's here. Sam Rock. He likes obscure stuff too, and he's requested some really obscure stuff. Like he wanted the Looney Tunes sign, and I've never sold another Looney Tune sign until last week. So, you know, again, I make them as they're ordered. I also requested, what's the other thing? Oh, Batman Beyond. He requested Batman Beyond, and I made that. That was kind of popular for a minute, and then it died down, and now I've got like 9 Batman Beyond signs that I made a whole bunch of because I thought they were going to be super popular, and nobody has bought them since. So, you know, you can't judge, man. You can't judge what people are going to like and what they're not going to like. You know, I made 3 sets. I made 4 sets of the Bat Family signs. One set went to my buddy Josh in Canada. He's the one that commissioned them, actually. But they came out so cool. I said, let me make a few more copies of them. So I made a whole set of 4 of them, 4 whole sets of them, I should say. And I'm hoping they sell as sets, but they might just sell as individuals. You know, somebody might just want a Nightwing. Somebody might just want a Drake. No one wants a Drake, but they might. Cadillac and Dinosaurs. Yeah, that's the wish list is already huge. Sign that just says sign. Sign, everybody sign. Did you see my, oh, I gotta show you this. Hold on. Let me turn this on real quick. Check this out. I know you saw my, there we go. I know you saw it in my stream. Check this out, Clint. Hold on. I'm running over my hot glue gun. Oh, Jesus. You can't really gauge the size of it. Almost knocked a whole box of signs off my desk. There's my D. Blake Makes sign. Custom holder on a PVC pipe. Breaks down for easy transport. Slides into my shelf unit that goes onto my displays, and then it lights up. I mean, the lights aren't helping it in here, so you can't really see it, but it's quite bright. And then I have a remote that I can change it. I can strobe it. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. I can make it go faster and like really give people a seizure. All right. This thing is great. So one of the things people were telling me at, you know, from the shows was like, you were always so crowded, or I didn't see your table because there was always people around it or whatever. So this thing's going to sit about 7 or 8 feet up. So like I have to reach up. I'll have to reach up to turn it on and off because there's an on-off switch. I got battery-powered LEDs on here. So I'm going to have to reach up to turn this on and off. So it's going to be high enough that people are going to see this and know that it's my table. It's a DVM rave. Oh, go away, Russian. Block user. There we go. So, yeah. So this came out really good. So I'm not going to do this flash because it's just going to freak people out. But I am going to have this. I'm going to have it on this fade here. So it actually will fade different colors. I think that's going to look really, really good. I just have to make sure I bring lots and lots of batteries because I don't know how long the batteries last on this. I hear they'll actually last for like 3 days, but I don't know how long 3 days and 8 hours a day. So, yeah. So that's going to be my sign. That's my newest addition to my table. I can't wait. It's so exciting to get that on there. And now I'm going to shut myself off. Cool. Nico, I don't know Nico Minoru's staff. It's probably some anime type deal, right? But yeah, it is. It's almost like a. When I have it on the pole like that, I'm just like, it is like a staff of Amun Ra. Yeah, it's really cool. So that came out really, really nice, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. I made a smaller version, which I was going to use, that I was getting figured out how to light it up and everything. And then when I got my new printer, I was like, well, wait, why worry about a small sign when I can make a big one? So that's what I did. Clint, are you still in here? Let me message Clint. I really wish you could see who's in the who's on the stream. Oh, you're okay. Clint, real quick. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Call me tomorrow. We can chat. Just give me a call whenever you wake up. Or I'll probably text you tonight anyway. See you later, man. So Clint is going to be my helper at ZoloCon. And wanted to see if he's got a lot of figures too. I mean, he's got an absurd amount of figures. But I wanted to see if there was anything he wanted to sell at the show, because then I'll bring an extra table for him to set up his figures or a shelving unit. This green is so good for the turtles. It's just a very versatile green. It worked for Doom. It works for a lot of different applications. But I have learned how to apply it so that it doesn't look terrible. That's another thing, is you always, any kind of new product or new device, you have to figure it out. When's the next show? Mario, the next show that, oh Jesus, you didn't even see that happen. Next show is going to be ZoloCon, March 5th and 6th in Pennsylvania. Then after that, I will be at ToyCon New Jersey, March 26th and 27th in Wayne, New Jersey. So 2 big shows in March. I actually had another show that I was going to try to do in the middle of March, but I just can't. I can't. ToyCon is too big for me to lose any inventory on. I mean, the amount that I sold at ToyCon and that I'm anticipating selling at ZoloCon, based on what I've heard and its comparison to ToyCon, I'm worried that I'll even have enough inventory left over to push out for ToyCon. Like those 3 weeks are just going to be in between the 5th and the 26th. Those 3 weeks in March are just going to be absolutely busy. I might not even do a stream those weeks because I'm just going to be painting inventory like every day probably. And as much as I love streaming with you guys, I am slightly more productive when I'm just by myself, just, pounding these out. So maybe I'll do one stream or something here and there. Maybe I'll continue Thursdays. I don't know yet. I'm just like really anxious about those 2 shows. I know I'll be fine. I just want to make sure I have enough. I'm just one guy, I'm not. These other guys at the shows, they're selling toys. They're selling figures. Like, they don't have to worry about making anything, having stock. They just take stuff off the shelves and from their shops and just bring it to the shows to sell it. Let's see. She's a Night Stalker. Her Marvel Legend is in the Dormammu Build-A-Figure wave. Who are we talking about? Oh, Nico Minaro. Oh, okay. I got you. They should update so I can see who's on. When dust sells all the stuff I've bought lately, I think I'll grab Import Team NT, or at least knockoffs. Yeah, Mike D. I hear the knockoffs are good. The only figures I have are the brothers. I got them loose. I bought them loose from a guy. I don't think they're knockoffs. I think they're legit. But from what I've seen, the knockoffs are actually quite decent. I think there's the only difference is like the rubbery parts feel a little more rubbery, if that makes sense. I'll tell you what, though, knockoff Mafex figures are fantastic. I know one guy on Instagram, he has the legit versions of the Ben Reilly Spidey, I think it is. That damn Mafex figure is going for almost $300 right now. He's like, dude, I'm thinking about selling this and just buying a knockoff for my own collection. I said, you should, because the knockoffs are fantastic. I have a knockoff. I think we've gone over this, Mike. I have a knockoff Spidey and knockoff Black Suit Spider-Man. They're great. Or no, knockoff Venom. That's what I have. They're great figures, man. They even say Marvel on them, which is funny. So, I mean, it's like they got the exact molds. What's not a good knockoff are the Amazing Yamaguchi figures. I had gotten a knockoff Venom and a knockoff Spider-Man of those. Those were bad. Making stuff is very stressful. Ooh, Ducky, yes. The one that looks like the cartoon Spider-Man, yeah. I have them. I have that Mafex one. Is that the one up here? Yeah, I'll get him down in a second. Show him to you when I'm done with these turtle signs. I'll show you him. It's really good. The only problem is like the Peter Parker head is terrible, but no one uses that head anyway, so I'm not too worried about the paint job. The bones are good. The figures, the head is, the sculpt is fine. It's the paint job looks terrible. So if I were so inclined, I could repaint it and really make it look fine. But I'm not. I don't care. Time we got 10 o'clock. All right, good. We got another hour to go. Worst part about these turtle signs is painting the white letters afterwards. Literally my least favorite part of doing these signs. Very time consuming, but it has to be done. I'll do them all this week because I also have to paint. In fact, I'll probably do them tomorrow because I have a Hasbro commission that I have to paint white. I'll show you the Hasbro too. It came out really good. Better than my first versions, I think. Learn new techniques every time, you know? And even though like the first versions that I sold were fine, they looked good. They really did. I have no problems with them. I feel like the newer versions are better. I'll finish this turtle sign. Then I'll get the Mafex Spidey. I'm gonna put these away. I gotta refill. I want to get knockoffs for Star Wars movie realization and stormtroopers for an army. That's a good idea. Especially if you're just army building. Why not? Yeah, so real quick, here's the Hasbros from last week that we did the white on. I did the sprays on, so now I just have to go over the outline and do the white lettering and the white outline. But not too shabby. Not too shabby, right? I got that fade down really good now. And pretty consistent. Pretty consistent with the fade. Not bad. Right? Not bad at all. I got that fade down. And then once I put the white over the letters and redo the lettering and the outline white, I mean, that's going to really pop. It's going to look really good. Yeah. Pretty good. Sometimes I impress myself. All right, Mafex, here, check this guy out. Oh, shit, he's on a stand. I forgot. Oh, he's on a stand with my other... Oh, there goes all my other ones. Anyway, so this guy, I'm not going to get all his accessories out, but this is I have him posed up on a flight stand, so it looks like he's webbing out. But yeah, dude, I mean, he's damn fine. Comes with like 6 different hands, a loose mask that he would hold if he had the Peter Parker head on. So the butterfly joints. Again, I'm super pleased with this for $30. $30. Oh my God. Oh my God. So actually the only thing is he doesn't sit straight on the pelvis. Like by default, he's kind of crooked like that. Like that's his resting. That's how he always wants to go. But I can set him straight, right? But he just always wants to go off kilter. That's probably my only problem with it. So he likes to go off kilter. I could probably take it off because there's some kind of rubber band or something in here, I'm sure. But you can set him straight. He's tight. All his joints are tight. You know, he's got all the pivots and toes and ankles. So this is a knockoff. If I didn't know for sure that I was buying a knockoff, I would have said this is a legit Mafex figure. The colors are good. All the lining is good across the whole thing. You know, I have no problems with this. From a figure standpoint, I'm proud to have this in my collection. This is a knockoff Spidey, and then where is he? Is he down here? Can't find him now. Where is he? No. I can't find him. He's somewhere. My knockoff Venom is somewhere else. I don't know where he is right now. But when you put him next to a legend, there's your scale. Yeah, that's really it. The Peter Parker head is the only real way to tell. And the package it says MAF instead of Mafex. The box doesn't say Mafex or Mafex. It says MAF, or it doesn't have the Marvel symbol on it or something, you know, like really it's just, you wouldn't be able to tell. I think it even says Marvel on them somewhere on here. No, the Venom says Marvel across the bottom of the butt, across the hip, it says Marvel. But dude, and he comes with the magnetic hands, magnetic feet. $30, best friggin' knockoff you're gonna buy, absolutely, without a doubt. Can't go wrong with that. All right, let's get back to business here. Finish up some of these signs. Yeah, Peter Parker head is kind of tragic. I wish I could find it real quick just to show you. I just might actually in a second here. My goodness, I'm getting a skin on my paint already. Stirred it up well. Okay. Mario, I honestly, I implore you to. My friend Clint, who was just here, I told him to get the knockoff Venom. He did. He loves it. And now he's going to get the same one. He's going to get the Spidey. He ordered it. He's waiting for it to come. It took about a month, actually. I think it was about a month to come from China on eBay. And it's $30 shipped. Honestly, I mean, what do you got to lose? Nothing. It's great. Also, speaking of knockoffs, look at this knockoff. This is a knockoff SHF Figure Arts, SH Figure Arts. This is a knockoff Iron Spider. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I have a legit SHF figure, Iron Spider, and you wouldn't tell the difference on these. You really wouldn't tell the difference on these. Everything poses, everything is tight. This actually comes off, the whole back comes off via magnets. Look. And you can put on, so there's magnets here, and you could put on a regular back without the claws. So this is, you know, they're magnets here, and it just locks on. It snaps right on. Boom. Now it's on, and I could put the other back on that's just plain. He's shiny. It's great. Yeah, if the package is missing the Marvel logo, then you know it's a knockoff. Absolutely. But again, $30. Okay, so this is a $30 figure. I'll put him right here. And then can I get him off? Hold on. Let's see, I really want to take him off his stand here. But $30 figure, $130 figure. Okay. This is the $130 figure. SH Figure Arts. I forgot what it is. It's like, forgot the actual name of it, but it's a fantastic figure. I would have never bought it for $130, but my wife surprised me for Father's Day last year with this, and so I have him. But again, $30, $130. There's a significant weight difference. This guy's light. He's super light, but he poses just fine. I have no problems with him, with his articulation or look or anything. This guy is definitely weightier, and I mean, there's some quality differences, but they're easily overlooked for the price point, honestly. Yes, the AliExpress. Yeah, Gary, actually, I wanted to look at that Juggernaut for that custom that guy makes. Easy. Easy. Get back to your position. Okay. All right. What's that custom that we were looking at that the guy said to use the knockoff Juggernaut on? I forgot what it was. Who was it? Was it a Rhino? Did he make a Rhino? I know it was cool and we wanted it, and I can't remember what it was or who made it. I know you know. You remember everything. And I'm waiting for Takara Tony to tell me that he can ship to US again so I can get arms for my Figure Arts Anti-Ox Spider-Man. This guy right here, and I'll show you. Where is he? He's right here. So this guy is really cool. Anti-Ox Spider-Man SHF Figure Art, SH Figure Arts. Yes, the Grey Hulk to Rhino. Yes, that's the one I want to do. So this is SH Figure Arts Anti-Ox Suit Spider-Man. Beautiful, beautiful figure. This is legit. This figure is now, I think, going for almost $200 online. I got him for, I think it was 90, and I had Mercari credit, so I didn't pay really anything for him. Beautiful, beautiful figure. Absolutely gorgeous. But this little peg in his back comes out, and you can put a backpack on him. And Takara Tony, he's on Instagram. He makes Iron Spider claws for the back. $40 shipped from China. Not bad. And they look fantastic, and they match perfectly. So I told him I'm ready to order a set, but he said right now they're not shipping. He can't ship international from China because of like COVID regulations and stuff like that. But as soon as he opens up orders, I am definitely getting a set of those for this guy, and I'm going to get him posed up with the rest of my figures. So this is a cool figure. Send me your Juggernaut bands. Painted him up to do a Rhino. Couldn't be bothered. All right. Yeah, I want to see him. That's cool. I've been waiting forever for them to announce a deluxe Rhino figure. And the only way they're ever going to do that is if I break down and buy the Build-A-Figure. It's going to be me. I have to buy that Build-A-Figure for $170 to $200 before the day I buy it, the next day they will announce a deluxe version. I bought the Build-A-Figure Vulture for $60, which was a good deal. It's fine. The next week they announced the deluxe Vulture. I got a Malekith figure that I want to turn into Null, that I wanted to do a custom Null with a Malekith figure. And 2 weeks later, they announced they're coming out with Null figure, right? It just seems every time I want to do a custom or waiting for a figure to come out, when I start doing it myself or wanting to do it myself or get the figure that I'm waiting for, they'll announce it. Iron Spider. I got the Origins Iron Spider figure, the old Legends or whatever, Toy Biz Iron Spider, and just to have one in my collection. And boom, they announced the Iron Spider Legends that's going to be coming out. It's almost like they're waiting. They're watching my Instagram. They're waiting for me to show my new collection, and then they said, "Okay, we can release the new one now." Yeah, the Build-A-Figure is crazy money. It's absurd. The Legend, the what's it called? The Select, the Rhino Select Rhino. That's a good figure. I got him for $20 on an Instagram, not Instagram, a Facebook claim sale in one of my toy groups on Facebook. Guy had him up, and he had him for $20. I was like, claim, and he's like, it's yours. I was like, yes. And that's a damn good figure. He scales huge. He's great. The Marvel Select Rhino figure. The scale is great. The sculpt on him is really good. I still want the Build-A-Figure because I just want it. But this Rhino's actually fits in very nicely. Just like the Select Venoms, I think those are some of the best Venoms there are the Marvel Select Venom and Marvel Select Carnage. Just the sculpt is good. I just wish they had the articulation that the Legends have. And they're very top heavy because of the way they are. Very top heavy, especially when you put the little backpacks on them with all the tendrils and stuff. They do not like to stand for me. I think I've seen that 80th Hulk on AliExpress. I think there's a knockoff out there for him. Looks good. I just got another. I never opened him. I got that Rampaging Hulk. That's a great. That's probably the best Hulk figure, honestly, as far as scale wise. The Rampaging Immortal Hulk Select. That's a damn good Hulk figure. He's huge. He's heavy. He's big. He scales just so good with Legends. His articulation's pretty good. I saw your Civilian Kane. It's good. I might have to get a couple knockoffs just for fodder that I can play with. I also have a Caliban Build-A-Figure. I want to make a blue Marvel vs. Capcom Venom out of. I've seen a couple customizers do one, and I want to do that. So that's going to be another project of mine. I got a lot of projects. But after the show is in March, I think I'll take a little bit of a break and focus on projects for me, things I want to do. I want to make a Green Goblin helmet. I really want to make one of those. And I want to start my pet project of life-sized Venom figure. Full-size Venom. That's my pet project for the summer, hopefully. Someone in one of my 3D printing forums in one of my groups on Facebook is 3D printing a life-size Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton. So if they can do that, I can absolutely make a life-size Venom figure. Right? Yes, and I do want to make a giant ducky. It's so expensive, Crimson. The action figure game is so expensive. I do want to make a big ducky. That's true too. That's part of my plan. Oh, I got these I gotta fill in. I gotta chrome them out. Some wrestling fodder. What the hell is that? Oh yeah, no, we're not doing this AEW yet. That is sloppy. AEW's gonna wait because that needs a lot of cleanup. And WWF I can do right now. That needs minimal cleanup. As I stab myself with an X-Acto knife. That could have been a lot worse than it was. God. I always wanted to get a set of those anti-cut gloves. You know, they're like little chainmail gloves or whatever. I don't even know if they're chainmail. They're just fabric that can't be cut, like Kevlar. I guess they're Kevlar gloves. I think I'm gonna get a set of those because I scare the shit out of myself when I'm cleaning these up with the X-Acto knife. And I'm just always afraid. I've done in the past. Who hasn't sliced their finger or hand open on an X-Acto knife when they're cutting something or cleaning something up? I guess I'm a little more weary in my old age of all the times I have cut myself with an X-Acto knife and how much it sucks. Oh, the Doom and Agent. Yeah. I'll show them off again. You just want to see them again, Gary. You just want to bask in their glory one more time. Oh, I'm glad I looked at them because look what's happening to the green. It's bubbling up. It's actually already setting up. Yeah, this is going to need another coat or something. See, this is what I say about the green. Look how it actually... See how it's creating voids? The way it dries. It's actually creating little they're not bubbles. It's actually just the way it dries, it fills in different ways. It's not very consistent. So, but again, it's a learning curve. Ugh, goddamn Russians. Got it. There we go. So yeah, so there's the Doom cross, I'm calling it. Doom Iron Cross. It's cool. And I've got the U.S. Agent. There you go. You and knives flags the shit out of you. Yeah. I'm good with knives usually, but just, X-Acto knives are just they're another beast. Again, who hasn't sliced their finger or hand open on an X-Acto knife? If you haven't, then you're not using it right. I probably could, but I couldn't. I don't think I'd mix a green that is that vibrant. I don't know. I'll play with it. It's just, I think part of the deal is if I go too thick on it, and it's a mixture of things. One is how much I apply, and two is the surface area that I'm applying it in. That's a very narrow area. So the way it likes to grab onto edges, that acrylic likes to grab onto the edges of the valleys. So if it's a larger area, it doesn't happen too much. But the narrow area there, if you apply just too much, that happens. And I think that's what happened was I just got a little overzealous with it. But again, this is a learning experience. And we find out what works and what doesn't work. And we try again. That's all. It's the worst part of it is the print time. That's it. They take time to print. So they take several hours. So it's not a material problem. It really doesn't take a lot of material. And the second version will be much better than the first, as they all are. Again, just doing a very thin coat of white here so that I can chrome these out. These are going to get chromed. I have to do some ECWs as well. I only have, I think, one of each of red. I might have two of each. I have to do my inventory. Very thin coat of white on these so that I can chrome them out, so the chrome has something to grab onto and it stays vibrant against the white background. Oh, that's not a spot. Ha! Tricked my eyes. That was like an MC Escher thing there for a second. Go. And snip it there. What's this here? Is this something I can dig up? Nope, that's part of the print. All right. How about making it a foot across? Oh, you want a big one, huh? I could do it. I could absolutely make it a foot across, actually. The shipping on that's going to suck, though, man. Try to keep them all within a certain size range, You know what else you need for your Dooms? You need a throne. That is definitely something that I could probably supply for you. I can probably provide a Doom throne should you need it. I mean, you're pretty good. You can probably make your own Doom throne out of foam or something, but My buddy wants a Cobra throne, Cobra Commander. So could probably just take the one I'm making for him and apply some kind of a Doom applique or something to it. Yes, speaking about Doom Throne, meant to mention it. And the other thing, what's the other thing? And the other thing. Oh, the mask? That's also gonna be one of those pet project things that I'm gonna do probably after March, honestly. Yes, I knew you meant the mask. That was my idea anyway. I'm surprised that Marvel Legends has not made a Doom mask. I mean, they did the Spider-Man, they did the Iron Man, they did the War Machine, Ant-Man. So they've done so many different helmets and masks. I'm very surprised they have not done a Doom mask yet. I kind of want that Spider-Man mask. But it's like $130. And honestly, A, I don't have the room for it. And B, what the hell am I going to do with that thing? $130? For $130, I want the eyes to like do the lens thing. And I saw how you can do that for like $10 if I made my own. I can make my own helmet and make the eyes open and close. Like I've seen it done on forums. People do it using friggin' cereal box pieces. Like it's crazy. Dream dressing gown. Sit there in my undies wearing a mask. Oh my god. That's not an image I care to have in my head. And I don't think Lindsay wants to think of that either. It's a green robe and green undies. That's truly God Doom right there. God, I just feel like this takes forever. Just doing these outline pieces. So tedious. These primer, I'll call them primer pieces. I'm basically just priming this with white to accept my silver paint on top of it. So tedious. It's like just coloring in the dots. But again, you learn what works and what doesn't work. And this works. So it works. Keep doing it. You can barely see out of this Spider-Man helmet. See, that's the thing. Dad Doom. There you go. She was unimpressed. I missed a spot. I did miss a spot. Thank you. I would have noticed it as I went to move it over. One more. Last one. Final stretch. Something so simple as a WWF logo. I have people that want the WWE logo, the Attitude Era logo, a WrestleMania logo. That's one I really have to work on because that was requested a long time ago and I just never got around to it. Funny enough, I have a request that I kind of put in the back burner. I forgot about. The person wanted the MacGyver sign. I thought that was pretty interesting. Actually, I drew it up and then I just never printed. I never got around to finishing it up. So I have the file. I just have to get to it. Talk about random. That's going to be next time somebody asks me what's the most random sign someone's requested. I think MacGyver is going to, like, as soon as when I make it, that's definitely going to be up there. That's going to be up there with the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, Biker Mice from Mars, Duke Nukem. What else? Savage Avengers was pretty random. No one's ever asked for another Savage Avengers. All these getting gradient on them. No, this is, well, it's getting a chrome on it. I do chrome on the on these. So it kind of looks like a gradient. I owe Josh McCharsky one, Collection Archive. I owe him one. He wants it with blue, a blue gradient on it. So I'm going to give that a shot and see if I can't make it happen for him. Most random one I think of is Windows 98 logo. It's pretty random. Rent a Ghost. That would be random too. Do I want to do these? What else do I have? I have a Alpha Flight. These have to also get. There's another WWF. Oh man, I lied. There's more that need outlining. I've got. How many do I have? I have 8. I have 8 Decepticon. I don't think I have that many Autobots. I'll have to make some Autobot signs. All right, cool. Let's do it. Windows 98 logo. Oregon Trail. How's that? That's pretty random. What else is a random? Sega was random. What was the other one that guy? Oh, Hasbro. Hasbro was pretty random, honestly. I don't remember what else there was. But definitely Biker Mice from Mars, Duke Nukem. Those are 2 that were very random. Never requested again. And I think MacGyver will definitely be up there. Polly Pocket, that's another one. There you go, Mike D. You have the distinct honor of ordering a Polly Pocket sign. I never did take pictures of those, like actual glam shots. Polly Pocket. It's okay. I can't see myself ever having to make another Polly Pocket sign. So I'm not even going to bother putting it up on my site. I've been going through like these boxes of signs that I've made the past couple weeks. I just haven't painted yet, and then I'm like, oh my god, like I didn't know I made 8 of those, or 10 of those, or whatever. Or sometimes I didn't realize I had already made a set of 4 or something of them, and I made another 4, and then I was like, oh wait, I already made those. Oh, all right, well, I have 4 more. Give me a Skippy logo. Skippy would be good. I think I have Skippy right here, actually. Skippy. Oh no, I have generic. I keep a jar of peanut butter like here, and I just have crackers sometimes, and it's just generic supermarket brand. Maybe I'll do these Decepticons tomorrow on my own. Let's do something more fun. I don't know why there's only 3 of these. There's going to be a 4th hidden somewhere. These were very popular. There's definitely going to be another one hidden somewhere, but we'll find it when the time comes. Boom, boom, and boom. That's how they're done. These actually take a good amount of paint. Time for a refill. Yep, bubbles. I'm glad it's a cosmic Punisher. A comic Punisher, yes. I've had several requests for Jim Lee Punisher, which, again, that's going to be coming. There's so many variants of the Punisher logo that I just went with a traditional version as the main, because you can't really go wrong with this version. It's just so iconic. But I will probably do the Jim Lee version next, but not anytime soon. Let's actually get rid of these bubbles. Looks like he's got freckles. There's a cute little Punisher with the freckles, yes. Go. Can't help but think you can variant these 2. Red Skull for FX, Thunderbolts, Chrome, maybe. Just, oh, the Chrome would be cool, actually. Chrome would be pretty cool on this. Maybe. We'll see. Happy with just the white ones for now. But I like the way you think. Thunderbolts would be cool. But is the Thunderbolts version this traditional version, or is it like like where the eyes are more squinty, or you know what I mean? Because it's not, sometimes it's not just as simple as recoloring the existing logo. Sometimes it is a slightly different logo for those teams. There we go. Three Punishers. One we haven't done tonight is anything in blue. I have a blue, and yellow, really, not too much yellow, just the New Mutants. So let's do something in blue, shall we? What do we have? Red, red, red. Oh, this could be blue. We could do a couple of these in blue. And we could do one of these in blue. We can do two of these in blue. And we can do definitely. Oh, these are all going to be blue and yellow easily. Yeah, okay. Let's get started with these then. Traditional, old school. One of the first designs I've ever made. I already have a yellow and red and white and red variants that I've already made for these. So, super simple. We're just going to do the traditional blue and yellow on these. I might have to wait on some of these because Oh, man. Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to wait because I didn't clean these up. I thought I cleaned them up. There's a lot of runaway filament strings on some of these where the temperature I guess just gets too hot and you get a couple strings here and there. Let's see. Is that the only spot? Because if that's the only spot, then we'll be good. My personal favorite of the new ones I'm working on when things are fixed. Oh, the next batch I'm going to do, I am looking forward to, I think, Age of Apocalypse. I'm doing a traditional Age of Apocalypse. That's coming up. I'm also doing the Mythic Legions, if I can figure that shit out, because goddamn, that's a busy logo. So I really, really want to figure out Mythic Legions for the shows. So we'll see how that goes. That's going to be very difficult to do. I'm also working on Back to the Future. That's been actually more difficult than you'd imagine. The curves of those letters is like very tricky to get done. And then I'm also worried about how I'm going to paint it with the gradient, with the yellow. I'm going to have to mask off areas. It's really just going to be a pain in the ass to paint, but that's why it's definitely going to be in the $25 category. Yeah, I don't know what else. What else do I have on the docket? I don't know. Kind of like, you know, I go over it when I come through it. I want to do the Bagley Venom for you, like you want. I definitely would like to do Bagley Venom symbol. That's definitely on my list of things to do. I got to figure out that MODOK and get that to print properly because that's been a bane in my existence. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. Oh, I can show you this. I made these. My daughter's communion is coming up in May. She's making her Holy Communion, and we're making centerpieces. I'm doing the centerpieces, or we're doing the centerpieces, my wife and I. So we have like this beautiful like a log piece with like a golden circle around it, and around that golden circle is a vine of flowers and stuff. But she wanted something to hang like suspended in that golden circle, in that like golden loop. And so I designed and printed this cross, and I painted it gold. Actually, the one upstairs is gold. I painted it gold, and it looks really, really nice on the centerpiece. So yeah, that's her cross. I still have to make like 7 more of these, but they came out really, really nice. So that's also part of my job once I have the printers up and running again, is getting the rest of those crosses done. I have 2 months, but I just want to get them done. This Wolverine is tricky. A lot of narrow spots on it. Always do the outline section first, because it is the trickiest area. And if I had already done the yellow section and I bleed the blue, it's more annoying. It's easier to do the yellow section, so I don't have to worry about it. If I bleed over now, I can just wipe it off. Don't worry about fiddling with paint. It's stuck. Some of these spots are so narrow. They see, if that was yellow there, I would have been really mad. I have to wipe it all out. Add more yellow. Schnickety, schnickety. Should I call you Logan Weapon X? Nah, Wolverine, bitch. Niggity schniggity schnack. Wait, there is what? I know I'm chasing the variant Venom number 6. Wait, what did I miss? Watching Peacemaker. Favorite. Oh, new Lethal Protector series soon. Yeah? That reminds me, I have to call my comic guy and have him hold the copy of Spawn 327 with the Haunt cover on it for me. I can message him on Instagram too. I don't collect too many comics, but that Haunt cover is homage to Spider-Man 300, and those are always amazing covers. I saw one guy on Instagram. He has every comic book that has that homage pose on it. Doesn't matter the comic line, it could be an indie comic, whatever, but any comic that has that pose on it, he has. I thought that was a pretty cool collection. It's a cool collection to have. I'm a little jealous of it. I'm a little jealous I don't have Spider-Man 300, but what are you going to do? It's funny because I actually have Spider-Man 301 and I have a Spider-Man 299, but I just don't have 300. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I have Spider-Man 500. Just never got 300 for whatever reason. I don't know why. I thought I did. Thought I had it. I'll get back to chat in just a second. Don't think I missed it too much. Okay. Am I going to watch Super Bowl Sunday? Unlikely. Take it easy, Ducky. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, I'm highly unlikely to watch the Super Bowl. None of my friends are doing anything. I'm not getting together with anybody this year. Honestly, I'm going to be honest, since I've had my daughters, I have fallen so far out of sports because I just don't have 3 hours, not even just one game, 3 hours, forget multiple games. I don't have 3 hours to kill on a football game, like to sit down and watch football. Like I got a million other things I can do. I don't know if I told this story, right? So I'm a big gamer. At least I used to be a big gamer. Love video games, right? Always have. And like, I like Xbox. I like PlayStation. I like it all, right? It don't matter. But one of my highlights of the year is every year Xbox has this thing where you can go through and they'll give you all your stats for the year. It's your year in review. It shows you the games you played most with the hours that you've played logged into them, all the achievements that you've earned through the year, and just general great stats. Like it's always my favorite thing to do every year. It comes around at the end of the year. And I'm like, yes, I get to see my stats, right? And I went to do it this year, and it told me I have not played enough games in 2021 to generate stats. And that was absolutely heartbreaking to me. So it goes to show I've been so busy doing these signs in the past year that I've not played enough video games to create stats for my year in review. And that was like eye-opening to me. It's holy shit. God, I love this Wolverine. This yellow pops so nice. I sold out of all my Wolverines at ToyCon, and I had 8 of them, I think. I usually keep at least 4 of these traditional blue and yellows, and then 2 each of my variants. So I had a red and white and a yellow and red variants, and I sold all of them at ToyCon. And actually 9, because I keep one of these on my display table with my Wolverine figure jumping over it as an idea for display, and I ended up selling the floor model, my display model, and then I just ended up replacing it with just putting an X-Men sign over Wolverine, which was fine. He's like, "Oh, do you have any? I don't see any more Wolverines on the table." I was like, "You can have this one." So really, I can have the one that's on display. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not opposed to selling what's on my display." And I'll be honest with you guys, I take signs off of my own shelves if I don't have enough, or somebody orders one and I don't have one made. I take it off and it's something I have on my shelf in my display for my figures. I take it off my shelf. I take it off my shelf. I pack it up. I send it out. I can always make another one for myself. I do it for shows too. I have not read Spidey in very, very long time. I actually, one day I sat down with my comics and I made a checklist of where I left off. I don't know where that checklist is now, but I made a checklist of if I were to start collecting again, where I need to pick back up. And it was a little sad. There was a lot of Spideys I was missing. You know what though? I think I stopped reading and collecting probably right around the time Miles Morales was announced. And nothing against Miles Morales. Again, he's his own person. But that was just, Spider-Man is Peter Parker. He always will be Peter Parker to me. So I kind of lost interest just having the announcement of Miles Morales. And then also, I didn't get in. Did I get into the whole Venom thing? I did. Yeah, I know the whole Venom thing. I was going to say the whole Venom with it going to, what's his face? The mobster. Fontaine? What the hell's that idiot's name now? When the mobster bought Venom, and then it went from him, and then it went to Flash. Yeah. So right around then, I think, is when I stopped reading all that stuff. Yeah, the only comics I've been buying lately are some cool cover. Like I bought the new Spawns. I bought Gunslinger #1. I bought Spawn's Universe. I bought that other one that just came out with all the Spawns. Not Spawn's Spawn Universe. Gunslinger. Got Gunslinger. So I've been picking up those Spawns because they just look cool and I like the artwork on them. I like the covers. I picked up Venom, the last Venom, and then the first new Venom. Picked those up. What else have I picked up? I don't know. I have a short stack of comics that I've picked up lately, but they're so expensive, like $6 or $7 a pop now. I'm like, God, robbery for a friggin' comic book. I remember when they were like $2.99, cheaper. I gotta paint my Thundercats too. I forgot. I gotta chrome those out. Clone Saga did you in? The not anti-venom dude, yeah. What the hell was his name now? Can't think of it now. The mobster. As soon as I hear it, I'm gonna know it. I'm gonna be mad that I couldn't think of it. Oh, and then Matt Gargan had the venom for a minute. Shit. Didn't see we had a bleed. I wonder if I could mix a good green using this yellow and blue and some white. I tried to do it once before and it just didn't work. And I think I didn't give it enough time. I didn't really think about it too much. I honestly don't think I can make a green as vibrant as this green that I have using these colors. One day I'll sit down and play with them. Clone Saga was pretty deep. I personally liked the Ezekiel saga. I think I've gone over that in the past. That's one of my favorite storylines. J. Michael Straczynski, great writer. Storyline of the mythos of Spider-Man and all of his enemies all being basically animals of some sort. That's just really, really cool reading to me. I really enjoyed that. It wasn't long after that I stopped reading, I think. Oh, but I am going to have to start picking it back up in April because John Romita Jr. is coming back to do the art. So that in and of itself is a reason for me to get back into the mix. Because John Romita Jr. is absolutely worth it. Cool. All right, so we got some 4 Wolverines. Beaky's Color Theory or something. I'm really proud of getting the hang of this past year. Color Theory. Oh, okay. Color Theory is something you're proud of getting a hang of? Yeah. I'm good at mixing colors. I know. I mean, obviously I have a really good eye for it. It's just I don't have the patience, I think, is really what it's about. I mean, if we wanted to go crazy, let's see, do I have 2 trays here? I do. I mean, if we wanted to go here, we could go like mostly yellow because we want it to be bright. A little white, right? And then literally like a drop of blue. Oh, too much. All right, and then I need a little stirry stick. That was too much blue. Well, maybe not. But see, it makes like that's not a turtle's green. It's like a sea. It's like a baby shit green. It's like it's not a vibrant green. So I really have to play with it and figure out what other colors I need to make the green that I'm looking for. Because green isn't just yellow and blue, you know, there are other keys into it. And the other thing is, even if I found this green, it would be an accident. And I would have to redo it and then figure out the formula like I did for the gray. And gray is easy because gray was just black and white, right? And I figured that out by, you know, measuring and playing with it. So now we're getting into too blue of a green. And then if we added more yellow, it'll be right back where we started. So maybe we just add a little bit more yellow, but more of the white. I mean, you can see I could go on. I could do this for hours and never get close. Like it's green, but it's not this green. Okay. That's the green we want to get to. So again, I could play with it forever and maybe find it out. But that's for another night. Let's get back to business here. Oh, I only have 2 X-Men to do. Oh, you're home, Clint? I thought you work until 11. You leave before 11? What the fuck, you're still here? Yeah, still here. I usually go till 11:30. I think I'm just going to do these X-Men and X Factor. Let me see, what time is it? 11:08? Yeah, I'm going to finish up these X guys and then I'm going to call the night anyway. I want to get up tomorrow early and figure out what's going on with my printers, get those back up and running, and start making some tendrils and webs and stuff like that. What's nice though about not printing for the past couple of days is it gives me a reason to start painting this backlog that I have. Oh, 2:40 to 10:40? What a weird time slot. I thought it was just 3 to 11. I mean, I know you're always there early, but I didn't know you were there earlier than 3 for that. Like, that's your hours. It's interesting. What figures did you come home to today, Clint? Anything? I should just have you come join me and chat on my thing here. You don't have to. You can be like Manny, Figure Kingdom, and just not go on camera. You can just come on and chat with me. Clint. Message. Send. It's 3:11. It came up with some stupid 15-minute earlier thing. All right. Clint, go click the link on your Instagram that I sent you. Again, you don't have to have a camera on. You can just chat. You can just be a bubble. Oh, shit, I forgot. Well, I have more X-Men. I have to keep a couple X-Men out for my buddy Disco Naut. He wants some variants done. Come on, Clint. Click the link. I'm only here for another 15 minutes, if that. So we can bullshit for 15 minutes. Almost messed that one up. No, it's not the time. Gotta walk Luna shower, not feeling. Oh, okay. Well, fine. Now's not the time. What better time? What better place and time than now? What better place than here? Better place than here. Better time than now. Okay. That up here. Get these two done. Yeah, I gotta watch The Peacemaker. Again, the first 10 minutes I've watched was really good. It actually surprised me for how kind of dirty it was. I remember the first time I made the X Factor and I was painting it, I could not figure out where the paint goes on each one of these because it's it's a little confusing. All the different angles of the shadow and figuring out where the lines were. And now it's just like second nature. Why am I so crooked? This way? That's better. I have not, Sam. I think I said that a couple weeks ago. Funny enough, is one of the things that nobody has ever requested was a Star Trek logo. Not one person has ever requested that. You would think that would be a shoo-in. But I'll tell you, like, the reason I don't do that, like, I think you'd think it'd sell well, but I don't know. I don't know if it would sell well. And then what do I got? I got a whole bunch of Star Trek symbols I'm sitting on. Case in point, at one of my shows, one of the vendors there came over before the show starts and says, "Oh, do you have any Wonder Woman signs?" And I said, "No, I don't actually. I haven't done Wonder Woman yet." She goes, well, if and when you do Wonder Woman, I will definitely buy a Wonder Woman sign. So hopefully by the next show. I said, "Okay, cool." So I made the Wonder Woman sign. Do you think she bought the Wonder Woman sign? No. She didn't even come to my table. Didn't even come to my table the next show. And I'm not one to chase people. I don't chase you and say, "Hey, look, I made the Wonder Woman sign for you to buy." No. You know what? I never tell people they're obligated to buy anything. You know, I don't make anything for them, you know, to say, "Hey, if you made this, you know, I would buy it," because that doesn't happen, you know? So I would gladly do a Star Trek sign if somebody wanted a Star Trek sign, commissioned a Star Trek symbol. Nobody's done that yet. So what you think is going to sell hasn't sold. And if nobody has yet requested a Star Trek sign, then there's not a demand for a Star Trek sign in my style. This is what it comes down to. Because if it was popular enough and it was warranted and people wanted it, I would have done it already. And in the 14 months or so that I've been making these, not one person has commissioned a Star Trek logo. People have asked, but nobody has actually committed to it. This soft dot of yellow goes somewhere I didn't want it to go. Where'd you go? Thought I saw it. Maybe not. Is that a bubble or what? Not going away. What is this? Star Fox? You want a Star Fox logo, Clint? Actually, I'm going to work. I think I'm going to try to do an N64 one. I might try to do an N64. Definitely going to do Nintendo. Star Fox. Blip, 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 blip. Clint, did you see they're going to make No Man's Sky for the Switch? Well, I played a few minutes of Dying Light. That was pretty good. Still need a Series X though, because my Xbox One sounds like, and my One X sounds like it's about to take off on a runway. Of course I did. I know you did. I'm not breaking any news to you. And now you're on Instagram. I don't even break toy news to you. I used to tell you all the good shit. Now you're here. Alrighty. Cool. Go hang these up. Oh, it's nice to have some color on the table. Yellows and blues. It's all looking so dreary, and whites and reds. Some greens. Yeah, I would think so. I would think that Star Trek would be popular, but it's a different crowd. It's not like a Trekkie convention, you know? They're comics, so the comic stuff is what people want. Yeah, I'm only like literally I just got to the radio tower in Dying Light 2. And again, what I played was pretty good. I was playing at night too, so I was like a little freaked out when I went through that tunnel with all the biters. And they're all like kind of just sleeping there. Then I found a propane tank, so of course I had to throw the propane tank in at them and blow them all up. Couldn't just leave them be. And then they got pissed and they started chasing me, and I had to jump up on that wall. Hey, what? What did I say? I didn't say anything. What did I say? Hey. About Trekkies? This is weird. I got this blue wispy going on there. All right, I think that's good. Then I think that's good for the variant X-Men's blue. I have a couple. I think I have 3. I have to look. I think I have 3 gray and blues, and now I think I'll have 4 yellow and blues. So all the rest of my X-Men are going to be yellow and red. Oh. Good. His new designs were great. Yeah, they were. I like Star Trek and the Star Trek figures and the Star Trek sign. Yeah. I don't even own a Star Trek figure, let alone many Star Trek figures that would necessitate an entire sign. What am I going to do with a Star Trek sign? I used that line on somebody. I forgot what it was. They asked me if I had a sign for something, and I literally said that same thing. I was like, I don't even own a blank figure, let alone many of those figures that would necessitate an entire sign. What am I going to do with a blah blah sign? I don't remember what it was, though. I'm like, did you just knock out a Wayne's World reference? I said, I sure did. Get the net. down the home stretch for this X-Force, and then we're going to call it a night. And we will reconvene soon because I still haven't weathered my Walking Dead signs. I might just do a midday stream. Who knows? So stay tuned because my schedule is all over the place now. So we'll see what we can make happen. Oh, look, I've somehow stupidly filled in. Oh, that was stupid, actually. I stupidly filled in the wrong spot just now in the X-Force. I filled in yellow. It should have been blue. And then I thought that I filled it in blue and I should have been yellow. And now I'm stupid and need to remove all of this paint now. That's what happens. It's the last sign of the night. I get sloppy. I'm thinking about other things. I'm thinking about going to bed. And I'm thinking about, tomorrow, what I'm going to do tomorrow and the weekend. And I'm completely out of my gourd, not thinking properly. Painting room. Wayne's World figures would be cool. I would buy Wayne's World figure. Absolutely. I saw the Wild Stallions 2-pack today at FYE, and I was very, very tempted. I've only ever seen Ted. Which one's Ted? Keanu's Ted, right? I always confuse which one's which. But I always see Keanu. I always see the Keanu figure. I've never seen the Alex Winter figure. So they had the 2-pack. It was $60. I was very, very tempted. But damn it, do I hate cloth figures. I hate soft goods. Just hate them. The figure looked great, but I hate the damn clothes. And I just couldn't get over it. Thank you, Mr. Mike. That's cleaned up. Now I can just fill these in with blue real quick. Call it a night. All right, guys. So we'll stay tuned. Tomorrow I'm going to fix my printers and get back on track with all of my other new designs for next week. I know I wanted to try to do some glow-in-the-dark stuff tonight, but I'm kind of giving up on that right now because I want to focus on what works, and I can do glow-in-the-dark stuff at another time and try to figure out how much powder I need because the original ones... Oh, that's where that fourth Punisher went. Remember, I just had 3 of them. Fourth one I had tried, and I did the glow-in-the-dark powder with it last week. And it doesn't glow for shit because maybe I didn't add enough powder, or maybe it just doesn't work well with the paints. The paint's too thick. I don't know. But I'm not trying to figure that out tonight. That'll be another night. So for that, I thank you all for joining and hanging out with me tonight, as always. Stay tuned to my Instagram for any other streams that are coming up. And almost at 2,100. So that'll be cool. I'll do a giveaway there. If I can ever hit 100 followers, 100 subs on here, I will do a giveaway on here. So we'll see you guys then, and hope you have a great night and a great weekend. Take it easy.